Hello, everyone. We'll give a few more minutes for people to join. This is going to be the usual chatty session. It's not going to be very formal. But yes, I would want, because there's a lot of background noise from other people. So I would want that if you're not speaking, then keep your phones on mute. You can keep the video on, you can keep the video off, whatever it is that you wish to do. I normally start each of my workshops with a lot of introduction on what is energy, why is it that we experience whatever we are experiencing. But this is simply a webinar and it's only 40 minutes. So my whole intent for this webinar is to basically provide tools. Many of you who are joining are new and they don't know me very well. So I'll keep peppering my talk with some stories. But apart from that, just the whole idea is to provide you with some tools so that you can work on yourself with the topic that we have at hand. So here's the thing. When we start to talk about the topic itself, and the topic for today is worries, and the second topic for today is depression. I'm going to deal with both of them in the manner of energies. I drag everything, whatever topic you give me, I will take it down to the word energy, and I will somehow bring energy into the picture and how you need to change yourself. So be prepared, because no matter what your question is, the answer is going to be pretty much standard. You need to change yourself. But what about yourself do you need to change? That is how we will keep moving forward. And I'll give you some explanations as to how you can work on yourself. Right, so jumping right in. So I have one standard answer for everything, as I said, that everything is energy. Now, this is something that we learned much younger, when we were, much smaller, in our science classes, that absolutely everything is energy. Whether we look at this table that you have in front of you, or you look at your phone, or you look at yourself, everything is energy. And so if everything is energy, why is it that we most of the times think of ourselves as only this body? As a matter of fact, this body is the experiencer of the entire energy field that we hold. This is not the end all. Actually, this is a very, very small, insignificant part of us. The main creator of everything, the main creator of our life, our universe around us, is actually the energy that we hold. Depending on the energy that we hold, we will have many different actors come in our lives. Who are the actors? Everybody who exists in your universe. So as you look at your life, you might have a son, daughter, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, spouse, parents. Each of these are actors, and they've not just got there by circumstances or by accident. There is a design. And who chose that design? Your energy chose that design. So as you start to understand that your energy is the creator of your entire universe, then the next question that arises is, if I have so much anxiety in my energy, or if I have so much sadness in my energy, how can I change it? But I have figured out a very easy and a very simple way that you can start to make those shifts in your energy. To understand that, we simply start to look at anything that plays on energy. Let's say the phone that you're on is catching an energy wave. The television that you look at, it catches energy waves and plays different channels. So if we are energy, then we must also be playing the different channels. What are these different channels that we play? It's the emotions that we play. Those are the different channels that we play. Sometimes when we're sitting and we're feeling really happy, but a friend of ours walks in, and now we're suddenly, they tell us a sad story about themselves, and now we are sitting in that sadness. As we take on their sadness, what just happened? We changed our channel. We changed our channel from being happy to now being worried or now being sad. As we do this, as we keep changing our channel in the unawares, when we become aware that, okay, this is all energy, it's a channel that I can play, then you can actually shift your emotion. As you shift your emotion from joy to sadness, similarly, you can change your emotion from sadness to joy as well. The way or the path that I am teaching these days is simply for people to tune into my channel. Why should I ask people to tune into my channel? Because in my channel, I find that there is a lot of peace, there's a lot of joy, there is abundance, and there is constant masti. What is the masti, you ask? Masti is the flow. Masti is being in equanimity no matter what's happening outside. If it's, if it's all a celebration outside, then I'm in masti, then you're also in masti. If it's not a celebration outside, but everything is not looking good, I still am in masti. I'm in equanimity. And therefore, when you tune into my channel, you start to experience some of that masti, some of that bliss as well. And that's why I tell people, okay, tune into my channel. Now, what's needed for people to tune into my channel? Three things are necessary, actually. One is that you must understand that you can change the channel. The second, you must know the channel number. And the third, you have to be subscribed to that channel, right? So every time that something happens, you want to tune into my channel, what is my channel number? My channel number is simply those 4 lines that I actually sent before this. There's a meditation also, and I hope that all of you did the meditation. It makes things simpler for me because through the meditation, you're already tuned in to my channel. As you are tuned into my channel, I'm talking to me. You and I are on the same wavelength, so there is nobody else that I'm talking to. So all of this, so cute. I'm seeing such a cute comment from Sudha. Getting to see you for 40 minutes. Oh, well, thanks, Sudha. Huh. So wonderful. So while you watch my pretty face, the good part about all of this is that this is a very active way for you to tune into my energy. You can tune into my energy simply by changing the channel, but even these 40 minutes are simply a very active way for you to be looking at me. And just as you look at me, automatically your focus is on me, which means your energies are connected. Our energies are connected. And so therefore you are receiving. Whether you understand everything that I say or you don't understand, that's not important. Because when you are tuned into my energy, I receive all the answers at all times. Every time I'm in need of an answer, the answer comes to me easily. And so when you are tuned into my energies, guess what? Your answers will start to flow in very easily to you as well. It's not that the answers were not flowing before and now suddenly they will start. You might have been listening to those answers, but you're not paying attention to them. Now, when you follow that process of tuning into my energy through those 4 lines, I'm in Meenal's energy, I take energy from Meenal. Even when people need healing, earlier I used to actually sit and send individual healings. But now when somebody calls and says, can you send me some healing? All that I do is tell them that now my energy is at that frequency that you can access it whenever you wish. And for you to be able to access it whenever you wish, you can either do that meditation video to get into the frequency of Meenal, or you can simply just say those 4 lines again and again. Those 4 lines being, I take energy from Meenal, I am the energy of Meenal, I am Meenal. Oh, those are just 3 lines, I guess. But that's how easy it is to get into the channel that I'm playing. What will happen? What will happen is that you will start to have bits and pieces wherein you are tuned into my energies, but then there will be large bits and pieces where you will still be in your energy. Your television is automatically programmed to take you back over there. And so what shall we do at that point in time? Well, why is it that you are not able to absorb everything that I'm sending your way? I'd like to think of it as a pot that you're holding. So let's say if your entire energy field is a pot with a lid on it. So if you've got a pot in your hand, but it's got a lid on it and you don't know what's inside. Now, as you put your hand into the pot and you take out, let's say sand comes out. But now you know that, okay, the pot holds some sand. All right. So now what is it that we are starting to understand? That my pot holds this much sand. The whole point is that, let's say that energy pot of ours holds 80% sand, 10% gold, 10% diamonds. Then what are what is the probability of sand coming out? When a hand goes in, there's an 80% probability that sand will come out. Why? Because there is sand in. So what is it that we start to do? What is it that we start to understand? Why is it that we are feeling so much anxiety? Coming to the topic, why is it that we are feeling so much anxiety? Because there is so much anxiety that is there in our pot. We are holding that pot, and that's the anxiety that we are holding in the pot. Now, if I want that every time a hand goes in and takes out something, it should be not it should not be the sand, but it should be the diamonds and gold that I so love to see. Then what do I need to do? I need to start taking out the sand, and I need to start replacing it with the gold. So I need to start from my energy pot. I need to start taking out the anxiety, and I need to start filling it up with abundance, joy, peace, everything nice that always keeps us laughing and dancing in joy. And so, what's the easy answer for me for all of that? Yes, I'm doing the dance in any case at all times. So, please join me by joining my frequency. Let's say you don't like that idea of joining my particular frequency. After all, you don't know me. All right, then you can go with anybody that you wish to join. Let's say you want to join the frequency of Jesus, you want to join the frequency of Buddha. Sure, the lines are the same. How does it work that people who are saying these three lines will tune into any energy that they want? Well, they're tuning through awareness into what they would like to tune into. And the only thing that is changing from part one, when a friend came and sat with you and you tuned into sadness, to now, what has changed? That time you tuned into their frequency in unawareness, and now you're making an intent to tune into that other person's frequency, to tune into their bandwidth. So, what is going to happen? And I have a question over here that says, what about the people who come and go in our lives? Is that also because of our energy? Absolutely. Remember what we talked about right in the beginning? That we have actors coming in. So we have actors such as parents, but we also have temporary actors, or short stint actors in our movie. And as that movie is going along, as we are playing that movie, many actors will come and go depending on how the energy is. Not just that, some actors might just stay, but their role will completely change. Many of us go through this in the wrong sort of a way. We get married and everything is all rosy and lovely, and our husbands are very loving. And then very quickly we find that the entire role has changed. And now the finger is squarely on the husband or the wife saying, you changed. You were not supposed to be this, but you changed. So going back to that energy pot, and I was talking about the hand going in. So the hand goes in and takes out something. That something is from our energies. It might be anxiety. And that hand belongs to an actor. We start to blame the actor for putting the hand into our pot and taking out only bad stuff and showing to us. But it's really not them. It's always about us. So when we are trying to deal with the energies, when we are looking at, okay, this is causing me anxiety, this is causing me sadness. At these two topics, it just purely means that anxiety and sadness exist in my pot of energies. How am I going to start releasing them? I have a very small and a simple process which I use all the time. And everybody who's been here and who knows me will have this process by hearted, and they're probably doing it 20 times or 40 times in a day. I do it I used to do it 100 times in a day. Now I do it a few times whenever I need to. So here's the thing. All that you need to do is bring to your awareness that you are not sad. You are feeling sad. So you will start to understand that it's simply a feeling, it's a channel, and that channel you can change. You will remind yourself that, okay, I'm feeling sad. And as you remind yourself that, okay, sadness is a feeling that I've tuned into, it must exist in my energy. And as it exists in my energy, I'm going to now start replacing it with somebody else. So you will, I tell people, get hold of a candle. It can even be a picture of a candle on your phone. It can be just that you close your eyes and think of a candle. And as you do that, as you think of the candle, start to give everything away to the candle. Some people are unable to look at the candle and give things away. Well, if you believe in some kind of a God or somebody who, who looks after you, then talk to them and give it away. If you want to have a chat with me, then call out to me, because you're already tuning into my energies. You'll be able to talk to me really easily. So as you talk to me, simply say, okay, I was feeling sad, but I'm going to give this to you, and I'm going to take energies from you. By just doing this, by becoming aware of your emotion, you're going to be able to give it away. You will find that the emotion of anxiety is going to start reducing. You'll say, no, but I'm getting anxious about, let's say Corona. Everybody's anxious about Corona right now. And I am going to be anxious. You are going to be anxious because anxiety is in you. The tool can be anything. In this moment, the tool is a Corona. Tomorrow, it could be your parents' ill health. Third day, it could be your finances. You are going to be anxious because anxiety is in your pot. When we start to release the anxiety from the pot itself, you will actually find that things become much easier for you. Even if the outside stays exactly the same, you will find that you are actually feeling very calm and peaceful inside. And your answers for every problem are going to come from this space now, rather than the anxious space earlier. And what happens when the frequency of what you are doing has shifted? Earlier, you were operating from anxiety space, and now you're operating from calm space. As you operate from the calm space, the outside outcome will automatically start to shift. Why is the outside outcome going to shift? Remember that energy pot. In the energy pot, as the hand goes in and takes out something this time, because you started to replace your anxiety and now you only have 40% anxiety instead of the 80% one, then you are going to be able to see for yourself that the things that used to make you anxious before are not going to make you so anxious anymore. And you keep working on emptying yourself and changing your channel, and you'll soon find that nothing bothers you. That's the place that we mostly flow from when we are aware of our emotion and aware of the place that we can change it to. Now, let's move on to the second topic, which was depression. When you are in depression, forget the clinical explanation of depression. I'm sure that you have many people who will give you that. But when you're in depression, again, what is the energy? The energy is of extreme sadness. The energy is of hopelessness. And many of us don't even realize that we are in depression. So at that point in time, even looking for a candle might be too much of work. As you are lying down, as you're getting up, as you're unable to do anything, if you can simply make this intent to take energy from me, and that will start your healing process. As you can, if you can close your eyes and imagine a candle, and you can start giving your sadness away to the candle and taking in energy from this frequency, you will find that there will be a shift. There will already be a shift. I've done this over the past 5 years in many different ways, but my tool to go to for everything remains the candle. If you're able to do the candle, it's absolutely the perfect thing to do. Do it as many times in a day, and you will find that whatever is in your energies field, it will change. It will start to change very easily. Many people, when they'll say, how is it that I'm going to be able to change if I can't remember? You say that release your anger. You say release your anxiety. You say release your sadness. If I could remember to, then I would, but I can't remember. So how am I going to do with this? And I simply say to people, all right, if you can't remember, then use the phone and set up an alarm. So I tell people right now, as you finish this phone call, maybe you want to set up three or four alarms at 2 hours or 4 hours intervals. Maybe one alarm at 6 o'clock, the other alarm at 8 o'clock in the night, and then an alarm for the morning maybe around noon. What will happen when the alarm rings? The alarm is your reminder. It's your reminder that, okay, I got to review whatever I've collected over the last 4 hours, 5 hours. And now I'm going to review that. If I've created more anxiety for myself, this is the time for me to release it, to talk to the candle. To talk to the candle is simply becoming aware of your own emotion and then separating it from you and giving it away to whoever you want to give it to. The candle is simply a metaphor. It could be anybody that you are comfortable, that you have faith in, that you trust, that they can take your worries and pains away. As we start to follow this route of becoming aware at every 2 hours, 4 hours, you will actually find that over the entire day, your day is going to start to shift. The work, however, doesn't just happen once. So if you are going to have a bath just today, and for the next 20 years, you don't want to have a bath anymore, you can be very sure that there's going to be a lot of mud and dirt on you. So many people come to me and say, but I released all my anger. And why is it that I'm feeling the anger again? If you're feeling the anger again, if you're feeling the anxiety again, if you're feeling the sadness again, there's only one thing to do, to again give it away. Every time you go out and you get dirty, you don't ask people, oh, what should I do? I'm feeling dirty. No, you straight away head for a bath. So this is the only thing that you have to keep heading yourself for an emotional bath, for an emotional release, as much as you do the physical release. Any questions at this point in time? Otherwise, I'm going to start a meditation. Did I answer your question about the people who come and go? I think we are good with that. Okay, so now just to make you understand that everything that we work in the energies with, this conversation is going to continue in various different aspects over the next few weeks. If you are connecting to me, understand that while it's a little bit about understanding and comprehending your energy space, but automatically this connection is giving you a tuning into my energies as well. You will actually, many people come to my workshops and actually say to me, why is it that I'm feeling so much lighter after coming back from you? Nothing around me has changed, but I'm feeling so much lighter. Well, it's because you tuned into my energy and you stayed there for that much time. Somebody else walked in with another energy, but you didn't interact with them, you didn't interconnect with them, and you stayed with my energy for that much longer. You don't have to depend on these weekly webinars. You can actually call for the energy, my energy, at any point in time, and you will feel lighter. It's a promise to you. You do part one, the candle, and part two, the tuning into the energies. Every time you finish the candle, you tune into my energies. That energy pot that you have is going to be replacing whatever is in there already that's not working for you with what's working for you. The reason why I give my name in that is because you're able to see me. You're able to connect with me, and you can see that there is, there is a lot of joy and bliss that I operate from. I think it's very much visible from my face about all the masti. The people who know me actually know me as having masti all the time, no matter what's happening outside. And what's happening outside sometimes has also included my mother going through a heart attack at Mount Kailash. As she was going through the Mount Kailash experience of a heart attack, inside my heart, there was joy, and I was actually still dancing inside. I have a question. What if we don't have a candle? I actually already gave the answer to that. You close your eyes and you imagine the candle. You don't close your eyes. You look at something. You look at your phone, put a candle picture on the screenshot, and you can use that for making that shift. If you don't have your phone with you, very highly unlikely in these days. People are normally, carrying their phone around more than they're carrying their child. But if you don't have your phone with you, all that you need to do is close your eyes and think of the candle. If you can't think of the candle, look outside at any source of light and give it away. It's a metaphor. You think of your favorite god and give it away to them. Talk to them, saying, here, I release my anxiety to you. It doesn't matter what that entity is. The minute you are separating it from yourself, it's going to work. So, and then somebody says, sometimes the same anxiety keeps coming back. Absolutely. If you keep getting dirty again and again, guess what you got to do? You got to take a bath again and again. So every time that you're going to be doing that, oh, by the way, today on my YouTube channel, I released a video of how to do a deeper release. It's for people who've already been candling and it's not going away. You can actually go to my video, my YouTube video. It's called MPFY.org. And it's something that I posted today itself. And that's for a longer, deeper release. Okay, now we got less than a minute left for this 40-minute meeting. So I'm just going to ask you to close your eyes. Just close your eyes and take a deep breath. And as you take a deep breath, since I'm here right now, simply imagine anything that's giving you the most worry and anxiety right now and hand it over to me. Just hand it over to me. Here, Meenal, take this. And from me, I give you this beautiful energy. Simply take the energy from me. Simply take the energy from me. Open yourself and receive. And it is always there. And open yourself and receive. And even as I leave you today, I will be here the next time, next week, same time. And even during this time, the entire time that you need to tune into this energy, it's here. I'm here for you. And you can always tune into my energies and talk to me. Love to all of you. And we meet you here next time again.